Dear John Green, the lunch lady was about to say the words. My first grade stomach sank, tears welled in my impressionable eyes, my shoulders went up, and my head went down. Then the words came spewing out of her mouth. You have to sit at the round table. 3 other kids and I sat paralyzed in utter silence, thinking that we would have to miss at least half of recess for a little mistake. I thought over it. I was yelled at. I'd never been yelled at. In school. That is why my stomach sank, I almost cried, and I got as small as I could. This was me in first grade realizing that not all teachers would like me. Years later, in the 7th grade, I read Yearbook looking for Alaska. When I read the part where Miles gets kicked out of Dr. Hyde's class for not paying attention, this traumatizing memory of my first grade lunchroom came rushing back. I thought we had the same feeling. I had never had that feeling until I was in first grade. The stomach twisting, I have failed you feeling. You were my friend, but you didn't like me. You betrayed me. I betrayed you. A couple years after, in my 3rd grade class, my substitute told our whole class that we were all smart as each other. I simply did not believe him. I knew for a fact that my older brother was smarter than me and always had been. I went right up to him and told him that. The sub said that someday I would be just as smart as my older brother, my teacher, and all the kids in my class if I wanted. The first day Miles is in Dr. Hyde's class, I remember Dr. Hyde saying, you may be smart, but I've been smarter longer. This reminded me of that very memorable conversation I had 4 years ago with my sub. In the book, I noticed that it was never Miles' idea to do anything. For example, in the beginning, he was kind of told to smoke, and he would just kind of went along with it. Before the pre-prank happened, he had no idea what was going on. He is a follower. He never seemed to be disliked being a follower, but I was a follower, and I hated it. When I was in kindergarten, first, second, and 3rd grade, I would have an idea, and my friends would quickly shoot it down. So I rapidly learned to follow. I would do things and agree with things I didn't really think would be successful. As I got older, I stopped following as much, and I stood up for myself and for my ideas. In the book, Miles is more respected at the end, and he stops following. His ideas are heard. I can connect with your book in a lot of ways, but the most important idea in the end is everything is survival. Whether it is changing schools, losing a friend, knowing each other, knowing each day you will forget something or lose something. The characters in the book made me realize that everything is survivable. Sincerely, Aurora Trani.